hard to hear over all the static. Your over dramatic tricks are louder than a stick chord. So obsessed over social status. Your bitter habits stick like the gum on the floor. We're all just buzzing like the neon exit signs. They follow, need some air before I choke. Sugar filling every single cup they swallow. Let's leave well enough alone. So sick of the sweet talk. So sick of the sweet talk. Stuck in between my teeth, forever tongue in cheek. Who's even buying in? So sick of the sweet talk. It's getting overplayed. Go write a new mistake. No one is buying in. So sick of the sweet talk. To me when the party's over. Bottle your pride with every pill you take. I'm not trying to be a bad guy lately. I'd hate to rain on your charade. They're all just buzzing like the neon exit signs. They follow, need some air before I choke. Sugar filling every single cup they swallow. Let's leave well enough alone. So sick of the sweet talk. So sick of the sweet talk. Stuck in between my teeth, forever tongue in cheek. Who's even buying in? So sick of the sweet talk. It's getting overplayed. Go write a new mistake. No one is buying in. How can I feel when it's dark? whispered sighs sow the seeds of resentment. I'll try to save this night. You seem surprised I try so hard to ease the tension. I just don't wanna fight anymore. And every conversation chips away at me. It shouldn't be this hard.
It's a beautiful day for baseball here in the Queen City as the Cincinnati Bearcats welcome the number 14th ranked East Carolina Pirates to UC Baseball Stadium. Hello, everybody. Alongside Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Great to be behind the mic again, especially on such a gorgeous day where it's sunny and 73, just about. And it's perfect baseball weather. It's a little windy, but that just means lots of balls hitting the play.
Yeah, hopefully it was a little cold these past week and a half. It's usually never this cold this late into the season in Cincinnati, but, Cincinnati weather, it's unpredictable, but good to see some sun, 70 degrees for the next couple of weeks, and UC's going to be at home for the next couple of weeks, too, facing ECU, and then on Tuesday playing Xavier. I believe that's 6 o'clock?
Yes, it's a 6 o'clock first pitch here at UC Baseball Stadium, another one of the crosstown, whatever you want to call it. We need some branding for that. I don't know what to call it. I've been saying this since I started attending this university, that the Cincinnati and Xavier matchup needs to be called something, the crosstown something. I don't know what it should be. And then there should be a 3-game series. One game is played here, one game's played at Xavier, and then the last game is played at Great American Ballpark.
That's awesome.
Because this is the city of baseball.
I don't know how anybody hasn't taken that idea up yet.
Baseball was invented here, but, their first professional team was instated here, and, then they play tonight. They play at 6:40. They play the
White Sox.
Yes, yeah, I can't remember who it is. It's the team that hasn't won yet.
Yeah, they're like 7-24.
It's one of those. It's what we were last year. If you want to.
Yeah, we feel for those White Sox fans. But not for this weekend.
That game's 6:40 first pitch over on Apple TV, which is a first for me, and 700 WLW. As always, I'd imagine Tommy Thrall and Jeff Brantley are the ones in charge of that one.
They changed it to Apple TV?
No, it's just one game.
Oh.
It's just one game. Bally paid. They're not they're still bankrupt, but they paid the Reds. They're still broadcasting for the foreseeable future, at least, for the Reds. We'll see how long that lasts. However, we're going to step back from the non-UC related topic here for a second as we may get cut off by the national anthem. However, the Cincinnati Bearcats coming into this game with a record of 20-24, a .455 winning percentage, and 8-7 in the American Athletic Conference, a winning percentage of .533. They're 10-8 at home, 10-13 away, and 0-3 at neutral sites. They swept South Florida in their last timeout. Won the first game 9-7 in extras, and then took the next two 11-9 and 10-4. Throughout all of that, your best player, looking, at least in my opinion, looking at all of that, Carrington Cross went 5 for 13 with 6 runs and 2 RBIs and hit 384 over the last 3 games. I'll embarrass myself. I had to look up how to calculate a batting average, which I feel like is a little embarrassing of me, but it's neither here nor there.
Sorry, we got to figure it out, so that's all that matters.
We did. There's a reason why I talk about sports and do not take math in college. Anyway, we're going to flip over to the visiting East Carolina Pirates here. Ranked number 14th in the country, have been ranked in the AP Top 25 the entire season, have been as high as, I believe, 9 up to this point, have lost a couple and dropped down a couple of pegs, but are still ranked and still one of the best teams in the American Athletic Conference. Have a record of 31-14 with a winning percentage of .689 and are also 9-6 in the American Athletic Conference with a winning percentage of .600. They are 26-4 at home, and an interesting stat here, they're 5-9 away. So not much success on the road for East Carolina, which could provide something here for Cincinnati moving forward into this 3-game series. Which, I mean, is a pretty big 3-game series with a couple of wins here against East Carolina. They can move up into the 3rd place spot because you're looking at the top 4 in the American Athletic Conference. It goes Wichita State, Houston, East Carolina, and then Cincinnati is in at 4th. So East Carolina isn't even the top dog in the American Athletic Conference at the moment because they've lost a couple of games to conference opponents. As we're going to take a brief little break here for the national anthem. We'll be back in just a few moments. And we are back here in UC Baseball Stadium. And like I was saying, I mean, there's at least a chance. East Carolina, they lost their last one out, which I was about to get to before I was interrupted by the national anthem. They lost most recently to North Carolina by a score of 2-1 in a midweek matchup between in-state, I don't know if I'll say rivals, but at least opponents. I don't know. I feel like if you're in the same state, you kind of just don't like each other. I feel like that's kind of a common theme, and you look at it with, I mean, UC and Xavier, obviously, UC Ohio State, similar. One hates the other. I don't know. I feel like Ohio State hates UC a little bit more than we hate them, but that's a whole other issue that I'm not going to talk about right now. Either way, we're going to move past that and back to the contest at hand here, and we're going to go over the starting lineups. First up for the East Carolina Pirates, in center field, number 4, Lane Hoover. At second base, number 10, Jacob Starling. At first base, number 66, Josh Moylan. In right field, number 3, I have to look at the name, Jacob Jenkins Cowart. In left field, number 25, Luke Nowak. Playing catcher behind home plate is number 34, Justin Wilcoxon. At shortstop, number 8, Joey Barini. Designated hitter number 9, Ryan McChrystal. The third baseman, number 99, Alec Makarevich. And on the mound for East Carolina is number 27, Zach Root. And now for home team, Cincinnati Bearcats, playing third base, number 2, Carrington Cross. Behind the plate at catchers, number 0, Alec Jones. The first baseman, number 25, Ryan Nicholson. Left fielder, number 44, Tommy O'Connor. The designated hitter, number 9, Cameron Goodry. The center fielder, number 22, Josh Hegeman. The right fielder, number 10, Cole Harding. The shortstop, number 28, Griffin Hughes. The second baseman, number 4, Sean Springer. And on the mound for Cincinnati, warming up, is number 35, Garrett Harker. Harker with a 6.43 ERA on the year is 0 for 4. 42 innings pitched, 49 hits, 38 runs, 30 of them earned, 22 walks, 37 strikeouts, 2 doubles, 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 7 home runs allowed on the season up to this point. Now, yeah, it's a little windy. I'll say that much to start. Which, I mean, it seems like it's blowing on your radio dial from left to right. So we'll see. I mean, there's been some strong gusts on occasion. It could be an interesting one, to say the least.
Yeah, depending on which way the wind is blowing at certain times, the ball might either carry or just kind of stop in midair. Not necessarily stop in midair. But
I'd love to see it just stop in midair. That would be be very impressive.
Like one of those cartoon characters when they start running and realize that, oh, there's nothing below me, I'm going to fall.
Yeah, so. and then you got the little whistles are falling.
Yeah, but to touch on, ECU not being great on the road, they haven't been great in their last 9 games either. Ever since these two teams met, Bearcats have gone on a 5-2 record, 5-1 in their last 6 conference games, and then the Pirates are 3-6 since their last meeting with the Bearcats. So a little bit of ups and downs in the season. Pirates trying to turn around, with Bearcats trying to keep that train rolling at go 6-1 here in their last 7 games with the win today, hopefully.
Up now to the plate is number 4, Lane Hoover. For East Carolina, the pitch on the way will be a little high for ball 1. Hoover with a .294 batting average to this point. That one just inside for ball 2.
Both of them just missing the outside of the inside of the plate.
Harker winds up. The pitch coming. That one just inside the zone for first strike. Makes it a 2-1 count.
Thought the first 2 pitches were a strike, and then that last one was a ball. Umpire thought the complete opposite.
That one way outside for ball 3.
That one we'll agree on.
Not looking too great. See if Harker can turn this one around. Hoover awaits. Wind up, the pitch coming. Right down Broadway. Brings the count to full.
I like that from Harker, too. He went pretty fast on the first 3 pitches, and then saw he kind of got down in the counts, kind of settled down a little bit, and took his time.
Winds up, pitch coming, swung on, hit deep into right field, and going to have a beat on it. It's Cole Harding. Gets the first out of the top of the first inning.
Interesting to note, too, is that East Carolina only has 1 batter in their lineup that bats right-handed, and that's Starling coming up to the bat. Everybody else either bats left or is a switch hitter.
Interesting.
So Garrett Harker will be facing a lot of lefties.
First pitch swing gets caught by the third baseman. Throw to Nicholson is in time. That brings up the second out of the inning, and that's 5-3 put out. Cross to Nicholson. This brings up number 66, Josh Moylan, to the plate for East Carolina. Junior out of Stony Beach. Harker winds up, pitch coming, a little high for ball 1. One of the .286 batting average. Pitch coming, swung on, hit, over to the shortstop. It gets over him. It'll be a base hit. Trickling back towards the wall. Moylan's going to get the green light to go to second, where he'll arrive standing. That's a nice double there from Moylan. First batter on for ECU.
They had the shift on him too. It's Springer just went right over the glove. So he made a good effort on it, but just a tad bit high. Couldn't quite jump up in time. And it's a stand-up double for Moylan.
Great awareness there too by the first base coach, and gave the green light as the ball kind of trickled back to the wall. Harding was trying to get there in time, but wasn't quite quick enough. Pitch coming to a Jenkins Cowart up to bat now for East Carolina. Bats a .311, left-handed batter. It's 47 hits on the season, 34 RBIs attached to him. Pitch coming down the middle for strike one. So now 2 outs, 1 on. It's Moylan at second for East Carolina. Harker looks back to second. Now back forward, pitch coming. Outside, ball 2.
You got the shift here on Jenkins Cowart too.
Have Springer in the gap between first and second. Harker, the pitch. Down inside for strike 2.
Jenkins Cowart not
like-
happy about that call.
I feel like that was a bad description by me. It hit the zone, I promise. Words are hard sometimes for me.
And it looked like he was going to call it a ball originally too.
That one way outside. Brings the count to full 3 and 2. 2 outs, 1 on. Moylan on second. Tied 0-0 here. Top of the first inning. Harker looks back. Now forward. Winds up. Pitch coming. Outside, ball 4. They're able to retire the first 2 batters, but now we're down to the fifth spot for East Carolina. Now we have 2 on with 2 outs. So Luke Nowak up to bat now for the Pirates. Bats .301. It's 40 for 133 this season. 27 runs and 23 RBIs. 8 doubles and a triple. That one's in the zone for strike 1. Between the 2 runners on, it's 2 stolen bases. Pitch coming. Swung on, driven into left field, and it's going to be down for a base hit. Might score a runner. Moylan's going to come all the way home, and Jenkins Cowart's going to get the green light as well. Go over to third. Is it in time? It is. Now it's not.
Drop the ball.
The throw over to Cross was in time, but Cross dropped it as Nowak slid in the third. He'll be safe. ECU plates 2. So now East Carolina leads it 2-0 here, top of the first inning with 1 runner on, 2 outs. Leaves Nowak at third, 90 feet away. Harker's pitch on the way, high for ball 1.
Almost reminiscent of the Indiana game we called a couple weeks ago. Had the first 2 out, and then things just seemed to kind of unravel in the top of the first inning.
That next pitch down and away for ball 2. Harker looks to third, now back home. Winds up, pitch coming. Swung on, tip foul, back into the net. It's now a 2-1 count off the foul ball for Will Coxon. Bats .328, 44 for 134 on the year. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Good breaking ball there. Got Will Coxon to chase it.
Will Coxon bats a .303 with runners on and .286 with them in scoring position. .315 with 2 outs. Harker takes a breath. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss, but it's tipped foul. Count remains 2-2. 2-2 count with 2 outs. 2 runs scored for ECU with 2 hits. Lots of 2s. There's 6 2s on the scoreboard. Harker looks to third, now back home. Winds up. The pitch coming outside, ball 3. Runs the count full. No shift for Will Coxon. Waiting the pitch. It's coming. High and away for ball 4. So now runners on the corners.
Looks like Guggens is going to come out, maybe settle him down a little bit.
There's your pitching coach for Cincinnati. He's going to call time. Head over to the mound and try and calm, and like you said, calm things down.
Yeah, honestly, I like this here. You know, he started off great, 2 outs, attacked the middle of the plate, and then, you know, just gave up a base hit. And I think he got a little tentative, didn't want to attack the plate too much and have that happen again, and ends up walking, hitting, and walking another batter right in a row. So I like the call. Try and settle him down a little bit. Maybe just talk some things over. Take a deep breath.
Coach J.D. Heilman on the mound, talking things over. Umpire's about to break this one up, though. So we've got 2 on, 2 outs for East Carolina. Will Coxon at first and no walk at third. No walk has 16 stolen bases on the year. Will Coxon with 1, so combined you got 17 out on the field. East Carolina as a team has 59 stolen bases, which is 5th in the American Athletic Conference. His pickoff attempt is not in time from Harker to first base. Trying to catch Will Coxon, excuse me. Pitch coming. Swung on and driven high in the air. Pop fly with a beat on it is O'Connor, who makes the catch for the final out of the top of the first inning, but not before East Carolina plates 2. It takes a 2-0 lead here as we head to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio. Welcome back to a sunny Cincinnati, where East Carolina leads at 2-0 over the Cincinnati Bearcats. Was a double that got things started for East Carolina, and then a deep triple that almost wasn't a triple, which is such a professional way of saying that. But the throw to third that would have caught no walk was dropped by Cross, which led him to be safe after scoring 2. So Nowak has 2 RBIs up to this point in this contest as the Bearcats are up for their first offensive showing of the day. First off, to face Zach Root with a 4.11 ERA is 3-2 on the year with a save, 35 innings pitched, 28 hits, 18 runs, 16 of them earned, 19 walks, 34 strikeouts, 8 doubles, and a home run allowed on the season. Is Carrington Cross batting .290. That one, I was looking at my stats. Did he swing at it and lose his balance?
I think, he might have pulled his shoulder maybe.
So swing and a miss, strike one. That one's in the above the zone for ball one. So count even at 1 now. Cross 5 for 13 last series as he gets one past the pitcher. Race to first, and it's in time. Had a nice little bloop hit that was just out of reach of Root, but made it all the way back to Starling standing at second base, and he was able to get the get the 4-9 put out. Or no, excuse me, that's entirely incorrect. 9 is right field, excuse me, my goodness. That one in the zone for strike one. Now, Alec Jones up to bat for Cincinnati, bats .292, 33 for 113 on the season. That one's swung on and hit, driven into right field, but with a beat on it is Jenkins Cowart. He's back and makes the catch for out number 2. So quickly 2 up and 2 down for East Carolina. Zach Root trying to make quick work of this one here. Now you got Ryan Nicholson up to bat for Cincinnati. Bats .292. 49 for 168 on the season with 11 home runs. The stat leader in a lot of categories for Cincinnati, including runs. And this pitch coming out and lands outside for ball one. Home run leader for this Bearcats team is Ryan Nicholson. Is that one in the zone for strike one? I was looking at the wrong player on my stat sheet here. Leads the team in hits, home runs. So we'll leave doubles as well as RBIs. Also has struck out the most, I believe. That one I might actually be incorrect on. His count now runs to 3-1. Pitch coming outside. Ryan Nicholson's going to force a walk here. So I'm distracted looking at all my stats. I'd be prepared for one game, and this is what happened. I decided to type out all my notes and be a good broadcaster, and now I'm fumbling around and trying to talk about stuff.
Maybe that's a sign.
I hope not. Oh, it's a bad. Tommy O'Connor. That one in the zone for strike one. O'Connor bats a .318, 14 for 44 on the season. Is a switch player, pitcher, and was able to pitch and hit for Cincinnati. Is this pitch on the way in the zone for strike two? It looked a little outside, and I don't think O'Connor would disagree. But
how tall is O'Connor? I did not realize he is huge.
Big. He's large. He is 6 foot. No, he's 6'4". That one gets past the catcher and will advance Nicholson on a pass ball.
Yeah, 6. Man, it's almost a whole foot taller than I am.
He's only 2 inches taller than I am.
So
6'2".
So you're 10 inches taller than I am. 9 actually. You're 5'5".
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pitch coming.
Pretty intimidating.
Outside the zone for ball 2. Trying to operate this score bug you see on your screen at the same time. It's proving to be a little difficult.
Got a lot of 2s up on the board again.
Oh, there we go, yeah. 2 balls, 2 outs, 2 strikes.
With the runner at second.
That one is outside for ball 3. Count runs full. Root trying to end this inning without any damage. Hold on to the 2-0 lead that East Carolina has to this point. So Root takes a breath. Pitch coming, tipped foul.
Way to stay alive there by O'Connor.
2 outs, 1 runner on. He stands at second base. It's Ryan Nicholson. Advanced there via both a walk and a pass ball. Root looks back, and then the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Called for Cincinnati, and that's going to retire the side. And leave Cincinnati scoreless heading into the top of the second inning. You're listening to Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Feels like we're floating, but we just gotta be in the moment. See the wind right away. When I kiss you on the long drive home, passion was a prison when I pulled you close. Goddamn, I think you stole my heart. Tell me, do you feel it too? So what can I say to get to you? I'm doing all I can, but I can't break through. All my life, all of the time, but it feels like I'm invisible to you. So what can I say? I'm holding on. I've been waiting on you so long. I'm losing my mind, trying to get your attention, get your attention, get your attention. Yeah. Discussion, you and I talking to midnight. Reluctant, but honey, you don't need to be so shy.
Welcome back to the Queen City, where East Carolina, leads it over the Cincinnati Bearcats 2-0 heading into the top of the second inning. Alongside Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Thank you so much for tuning in on this sunny day. Sunny, windy, breezy, whatever you want to call it. Synonyms for wind.
Can we talk about
No.
the decisions? All right, never mind.
No,
We'll go back. Can we talk about the decisions for the promos that the Bearcats have?
Pitch tipped foul.
Guardians of the Galaxy night and Will Ferrell night. I just feel like they're very random.
Will Ferrell night was a little interesting. Guardians of the Galaxy night I can get behind, but Will Ferrell, that's just, encapsulating one person. As that one swung and hit foul down the first base line. Makes it an 0-2 count now for Ryan McChrystal.
I just think that's very random. I feel like they just put random names in a hat and random movies, and we're like, all right, we're gonna pick one and put a theme behind it.
Home plate umpire Wayne Harris calls time as that foul ball landed in the field of play. But yeah, you have a point. It's interesting, but I don't know. Pitch coming, outside, ball was dropped, so ball number 1. So it makes it a 1-2 count. I could have sworn, however, it's a 2-1 count.
I think next
Or
year.
no, the scoreboard is incorrect. There we go. The scoreboard fixed it. We got it.
Strike 3.
That one is called strike 3. So out number 1 for Harker after allowing 2 runs in the top of the first, excuse me. He's going to retire the first one. Now up is number 99, Alec Makarevich for East Carolina. He bats .240 as that pitch is high for ball 1. Bats .240 is 37 for 154 on the year.
I gotta say, I like him going 99. I've never seen that on a baseball player.
I feel like college typically has higher numbers as that pitch outside for ball 2. College ball has a lot of high numbers. So does the pros, but I feel like you don't see them in the pros as often as you do in the majors.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch coming, inside, ball 3. Almost hit him too.
I actually forgot Aaron Judge wears 99, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure he does.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It is. It is that. You are correct. Winds up, pitch coming. Swung on, tip foul way back into Corey Street for strike 1. That one hit deep into center field at the wall, and it bounces off of it. So it looks like it might be a triple heading in, and there he goes. Diving into third, Makarevich smacked one deep back to the batter's eye. Hageman couldn't get there in time, leapt back at the wall, missed the ball entirely, bounced off the wall. So there you go. That's second batter on with a triple as we head back to the top of the order for Lane Hoover.
Yeah, that's the second triple given up today, too, by Harker. Almost had it was Hegeman. Just a little too high for him.
So now Makarevich 90 feet away as that pitch inside the zone for strike one. I see the Bearcat down there. Let's hope he doesn't do anything ridiculous today.
That's like asking Cincinnati to be predictable with the weather.
That pitch high and away for ball one. I mean, yeah, you're right. you're correct there. That's a very, very accurate statement. Count stands even at 1 with 1 out.
They should have him pinch run a game.
That one sent straight to first base, and Nicholson went to send it home, but Makarevich retreats back to third, decides to go tag first instead, so that's the second out of the top of the second inning for Cincinnati.
Great play by Nicholson. Great patience, too. Like he knew he had the out at first no matter what, and just made sure that Makarevich stayed at third base. So props up to him for a good baseball IQ play.
Now Starling back up to bat for East Carolina. Pitch coming. Inside, ball one. Grounded out in the first inning. Pitch coming. In the dirt for ball two. Two count, 2 outs here for Cincinnati. Harker trying to retire the side without causing any damage. Trying to leave Makarevich stranded at third. The pitch. Swung on, hit into the gap of third, second and third. It's bobbled. That's going to bring Makarevich home, and Starling's going to be standing safe on first. As the ball was hit straight back to Hugas, who bobbled it and dropped it. Not going to go down as an error. But will end up plating Makarevich, and now you got 2 outs, 1 runner on first, as the shift is now on as well from Moylan. That one way outside for ball one.
I'm actually going to pull Carrington Cross, too, from the third base side into the right field gap and keep Hugas in his regular shortstop position.
Pitch down Broadway, strike one.
And actually, it looks like they do give Hugas an error on that, because they put up
Oh, yeah, they will. So it will go down as an error.
And that's one that it's tough to handle what you want him to have.
That one in the dirt for ball two. Moylan doubled in his first appearance, which was what set up the 2 runs that were brought in the first inning for East Carolina. Pickoff attempt not in time. Over to first base. Starling has 12 stolen bases on the year. Second pickoff attempt not in time as well. That's something I didn't realize, is that in the majors, you only get 1 pickoff attempt per at bat. And in college, you get as many as you want to. It threw me off. Pitch coming, swung on deep into center field. Hageman goes up to get it, diving catch. Gets the third out of the inning, and that will bring things to a close here in the top of the second. Now heading to the bottom of the second inning. Due up for Cincinnati, Cameron Goodry, Josh Hageman, and Cole Harding. When we come back, you're listening to Cincinnati Baseball here on Bearcats Sports Radio.
We're saving
Welcome back as East Carolina leads it 3-0 as Cameron Goodry steps up to the plate to face off against Zach Root. Cameron Goodry, been a nice hitting piece for Cincinnati as of recent. As he bats .227, is 27 for 119. He's had a lot of clutch moments here for Cincinnati, but is now down 2 strikes to nothing. Or I guess nothing in 2 is what you should be saying. As Root winds up the pitch, dropped by the catcher, and that'll be ball 1. Root has an interesting pitching motion. I had to think of the word I was trying to say.
Yeah,
It's an interesting pitching motion with how he's doing it.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to touch on that. I was like,
you could have said something.
He almost like
That one outside for ball 1.
it's like he like dips back, and turns away.
Yeah, let me watch this again and I'll describe it as it's happening. Takes a breath, winds up. He leans on his back foot as Cameron Goodry smacks it back to the third baseman over to first in time, bouncing in the dirt once. So it's 5-3 put out there for East Carolina, but the way that he does it, he leans back on his back foot while raising the ball over his head and then uses all of his momentum to launch the ball forward. It's just strange.
Yeah. See, that's what I wonder about pitchers is like, how do you come up with that? Like, how?
I don't know. I don't know. But it's working because now you got another ball inside the zone, 4 strike 1.
That's what I mean. I used to play baseball. I played for like 3 or 4 years, but I just don't understand how some of these guys
went
find
outside for ball 1.
these weird pitching motions to do, and I'm like, how does that work? Like, I feel like that just would take away from your focus.
I was watching the Oakland A's, I believe the Saturday game last weekend, I believe it was. Whatever day that the Reds and FC Cincinnati played, and FC Cincinnati played New England, whatever day that was. One of Oakland's pitchers had a very interesting pitching motion as it counts 2-1. Pitch coming, swung on deep into the right center, back at the wall, bouncing off of it. It's a base hit for Hegeman. Hegeman racing into second, takes off for third. He's going to be standing safe at third base. So there you go, Josh Hegeman makes it all the way on a triple, bounced off the wall at the warning track, and no one was able to get a hand on it. So there you go, Bearcat 90 feet away with 1 out.
And rarely do you see a triple in a game, and we've seen 3 in the first 2 innings. That's crazy.
It's going to mean for a good game, my friend. That's all it's going to mean. Root takes the pitch. Swung on, hit by Harding into the gap between first and second, losing the ball. Hageman's going to come home and score, and Harding's going to be safe at first.
Bearcats warming it up a little bit.
So there you go. And now you got a meeting at the mound for East Carolina trying to calm down Root after he brings in one. He allows 1 run. So Harding's going to be standing at first off of a single. And that one might go down as an error as well. It was bobbled by Starling. He couldn't get it over to first in time.
Yeah, I would think that would go down as an error. Also interesting to note too is that's Zach Root's first triple given up all year.
That you are correct. Before that last at bat, he had allowed no doubles, no triples, and no home runs. That was his first triple all season. Good catch.
So Hegeman,
I missed it.
Breaking the seal.
That perfect streak he's had. Pickoff attempt, not in time. It's a very interesting pickoff move too. He had the majority of his body pointed forward when he did it. It was very interesting looking. Now you've got Griffin Hugas up to bat. Same motion for the pickoff once again, not in time.
Which I find so ironic that his body's going forward to go towards first base and his body goes back
I feel like
pitch towards home plate.
I feel like he's got to watch out for a balk here too as that pitch in the zone for strike one. Just because, you know, it looks more like he might pitch it forward.
Yeah, it is.
So that's a dangerous game that Root's playing right now, as he does the same thing again. Pickoff attempt not in time.
I think his foot's like just enough outside of that little like rectangle that they have on the mound.
The plate at the mound?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a plate no one else touches but the pitcher, but I mean, it's still a plate. Pitch coming, swing and a miss, tip foul. Quickly, 0-2. Oh, 2 count, 1 out, 1 man on. It's Cole Harding at first base after he reaches and plates one. Root looks to first, now back home. Pickoff attempt, not in time.
I will say, too, that the Bearcats in their last 5 games that they've won, they've averaged almost 11 runs per game. So if they can get the bats going, which they have been in their past 6 games, they bring 11 to the plate. It might be a long day for the ECU pitchers.
Pickoff attempt once again, not in time. And I mean, looking at the last 3 games, Cincinnati scored 9, 11, and 10 in their last 3 against USF. Root the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Griffin Hugas, so he'll go out swinging, resulting in the second out of the bottom of the second inning. So now we got Sean Springer stepping up to the plate for Cincinnati. One of those names you don't hear very often in Cincinnati order. Bats 184, is 4 for 27. Has 1 home run in the season. This pickoff attempt not in time. Trying to catch Harding. He's very eager to do so.
I think he's had more pickoff attempts than he did pitches to Grant Hugas.
Root looks to first, now back home. Pitch coming. Shows bunt, gets it off. Trying to get in between the gap of first and second, and it will not be thrown to first in time. Advancing Harding to second. Springer makes it to first base on a bunt.
What a heads-up play, too, there from Springer. I mean, everybody's sitting back. He's picking off Harding plenty of times, and he just shows bunt quickly and is able to put it down and run to first base. Starling didn't even want to make the throw because he knew he was going to lose that battle. And there's 2 runners on.
Unfortunate for Starling, too. The ball was drifting in the base path as Harding was running from first to second, so he couldn't really get there. First pitch to Carrington Cross, called strike. It's now 2 on, 2 outs for Cincinnati. Springer at first, Harding at second. Bearcats trail by 2 runs, 3-1. That pitch inside for ball 1. The sun's now at such an angle, it's beating down on us. That's a little hot.
I need the tan.
I mean, me too, but I just burned. Swing and a miss for Carrington Cross. Makes it a 1-2 count. No, I just burn. I burned and I tan. It's not great.
That's like the worst. I think. Well, it's actually probably worse if you just burn.
Pitch coming. Too high for ball 2. No, it's bad. It's just, you know, I'm pasty. I'm pasty white. not an ideal skin tone to tan. Root the pitch. Swing and a miss for Carrington Cross, and that retires the side. But not before Cincinnati plates 1 and cuts the lead back down to 2. We'll be back with Alex Perez in the top of the 3rd inning. You're listening to Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio.
'Cause I don't believe in this Jabberwocky.
Welcome here to the top of the third inning, where the Bearcats trail 3-1, but did get a run in the bottom of the second. Each team got a run in the top and the bottom of the second. So up, it's Jenkins Cowart. He reached base on a walk last time up in the first inning, as the first pitch is outside for ball number 1. Here's the windup and the pitch. That one fouled. Back to the streets. Probably hitting the garage.
I didn't hear any loud clang, so I'm going to venture a no on that one.
Here's the pitch as that one's a little droop to cross, it looks like, and that is going to be a put out to Nicholson. Ground out for Jenkins Cowart. 1 down.
It almost seemed like a hesitant swing there by Cowart. See, kind of swung on it, but it lightened up as it reached the point of contact with the swing and kind of just dribbled off into the left field gap. And Cross was able to get over there 5-3 put out for the first out.
As that first pitch is going to be to the outside. Yeah, just right to Carrington Cross. Didn't really have to move too much. Took a couple steps towards the ball and was able to throw it across to Nicholson for the out. Here's the second pitch showing bunt. Was Nowak. He tripled his last time up. A 2 RBI triple. Showed bunt on that last one and it was called strike, so the count 1-1. Here's the third pitch. Swing, foul ball. I believe that was off his back foot.
That one's going to hurt.
Count's going to go 1-2. Yeah, that never feels good hitting a 90-mile-per-hour baseball right back at you. Here's the pitch from Harker. That one's outside for ball number 2. And the count's even.
No shift here for Nowak.
Harker seems to settle in a little bit. As that one is hit, but definitely going to be foul and out of play.
Towering, just foul shot.
Yeah, just over the concessions in the on the left field side. Here's the pitch. That one inside, strike number 3. Got him swinging.
Trying to make quick work here. I don't think any either pitcher up to this point has made quick work of an inning thus far.
Yeah, I mean, ECU has gotten a run in the top of the first, and that one is off of the mound and into center field. There's going to be a base hit.
See, I was trying to avoid saying 1, 2, 3 inning to try and not jinx it, but clearly that doesn't matter. The universe knew what I was trying to say. So,
and they punish us for it.
And it's just me. The universe is a cruel one when it comes to me and trying to predict the future.
Maybe we'll predict this next batter.
I don't know.
Is this pitch? That one's going to be outside for ball number 1. So
I'm not particularly good at predicting things when it comes to sports, which is going to make sports betting for me a whole field of wonders.
Better pick the easy stuff. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for ball number 2.
By easy, do you mean Joe Burrow guaranteed touchdown? Or what?
Yeah, something like that. Or I think they have like betting like on like some Swedish hockey league, and they like don't know the betting lines, and
that's amazing.
So if you ever want to stay up till 3 in the morning watching Swedish hockey,
definitely not.
Betting on it as a nice play there, and it's going to be out. A diving play from Springer from his back. Decides to throw it to Nicholson for out number 3 at first base. So a single given up, but no damage on the board. We go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
I never
Here we are back at UC Baseball Stadium for the bottom of the third inning. Alec Jones will be the first batter. He flew out to right field, deep right field, as a matter of fact, in the first inning. Root still on the mound. And I don't know if you saw this, but the Bearcat, the baseball teams that are here, there's about like 3 Little League teams that are here, and I think every single one of those teams has smacked the Bearcat on the nose. I mean, they went to go give him a high five and just completely smack him across the nose.
Well, that's rude. How dare you disrespect the 2-time national champion back-to-back? By snacking.
Yeah,
his
he was
nose.
ready for that one.
They're trying to fight him. What's up with that? Ridiculous.
A little disrespect there, but first pitch is going to be on the outside of the plate for ball number 1 to Alec Jones.
And that is brought to you via the Bearcat, who is distracting the pitcher. Jumping up and down behind the
that one
plate.
Popped high up. I can't even see where it is. Now I track it. And caught.
That was a nice catch there by Moylan. I think they had a beat on it for the most part. There was a big group of them standing in the right field gap. The sun's on the other side, so it's not going to be that big of an issue to try and track it down. It's just it was so high up in the air, you had to wait for it to come back down.
Yeah, that was popped up above the press box and above the roof that holds the netting. Couldn't even see it. It was popped up so high.
That is the roof of the press box.
So, for out number 1, that first pitch to Ryan Nicholson is outside. He walked his first time up. No shift on Nicholson. Here's the pitch. That one's down in the dirt for ball number 2.
You have to wonder if they're intentionally walking Nicholson.
Yeah, especially with 11 home runs on the season. He's a big hitter.
He's a dangerous man.
Let's see what this next pitch brings. That one foul tip to the backstop.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
And the ball trickles back out to the field. It'll be
Gotta go grab it.
picked up by
Stadium
the
ops.
UC dugout.
Let's go. We love stadium ops.
Here's the pitch. That one's high for ball number 3.
Man, they really just do not want to send this over the plate. Trying to get him to bite. They did once with that one strike that he has right now.
There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Right down Broadway.
Yikes.
Fastball at 92 miles per hour. Got the pitch speed finally on the scoreboards now. So
I had that for a while.
Oh, they have? Oh, yeah. I just haven't noticed it. And that pitch is ball number 4, and Nicholson, his second walk today.
It's like Joey Votto. He's forcing walks. Which, speaking of, is he okay?
I don't know.
He should be in the lineup by now. Talking about Reds for a moment. He should be in the lineup by now.
Yeah, we always
should be in the
talk about
lineup.
Reds.
Matt McClain. He should be in the lineup.
Haven't spent too much this season paying attention to the Reds players. I've been paying attention to their record, but as Root does his awkward pickoff attempt, and again, not successful.
I watch as many Reds games as I can. It was a little bit harder when they were out west, but now they're back home, so they're back in our time zone. I can actually watch the games.
Here's the pitch from Root. That's hit to right field. That might be out of here.
That's fair. It's gone.
And it is! Tie game, Tommy O'Connor.
My goodness.
First pitch swinging. Tommy O'Connor puts a laser on it and hits it to the right side of the Fifth Third Arena.
Looks like the Bearcats are here to compete with this East Carolina team and look for an upset here on game 1. I mean, that was a towering shot into right field and just barely fair, probably about 300. I don't even know, 340 feet, maybe, just beyond the foul pole on the fair side.
What a hit from Tommy O'Connor. And
wow.
some discussion with the third base, that's Scott Googans.
Yeah, it's head coach Scott Googans over on third.
Not sure what the discussion was about.
Who knows?
but
Who knows?
Zach Root not giving up a triple at all this season and only 1 home run, and now he has tied
no, that's his
season high.
That's his home run, first home run of the season allowed. Pretty sure. Is it?
I think he had 1 home run of the season allowed before today, but still he ties.
No, I think that's his first.
Wow, so Zach Root
Yeah.
not having a triple or a home run given up before today.
He didn't have a double, a triple, or a home run. Now all he's missing is a double. Then Cincinnati's giving him everything.
And quickly he falls behind to Cam Goudry, 2-0 the count. See if the Bearcats can rattle him a little bit more. As that pitch is a strike.
Nice pitch inside.
It's a pretty even game so far. Here's the pitch. Cam Goudry just foul
Slaps it foul.
down the left field line. Just a little early on that swing. Count 2-2. Here's the pitch from Root. That one high and away for ball number 3, and we're full. Still only 1 out in the inning. Takes a deep breath. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on Cam Goudry for out number 2.
Oh, they got posters. Forgot about that. Should go grab one.
Yeah, we might have to go grab one.
Inning, yeah. That's one of the many perks of working with Bearcats is you get free stuff when you come to sporting events sometimes.
Showing bunt on that was Josh Hegeman. Pulls it back.
It's outside for ball 1. Yeah, there you go. Jinx.
I owe you a Coke, I guess.
Please. It's a little hot. Use a refreshment.
Yeah, a refreshing Coke would sound nice as that pitch was outside for ball number 2.
Fortunately, University of Cincinnati is Pepsi sponsored. So.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
You a Coke fan or Pepsi fan?
Coke, always.
Oh, yeah, you got to be a Coke fan. That one's high, and 3-0 the count quickly to Josh Hegeman.
If it's Coke, it's nothing. If it's not Coke, it's water.
I will say Coke versus Pepsi in terms of cola, Coke. But in terms of the line, Pepsi. I think Pepsi has better drinks.
Meeting on the mound right now.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the catcher.
I will say, I do also enjoy an occasional Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Wilcoxon talking things over for Root. But yeah, Mountain Dew's pretty good. Who else is on Pepsi's line? Like, I know
Sierra Mist.
Sierra Mist, yeah. Well, now it's like, what, Starry? Or something. I think they like changed it.
I think they may have rebranded it though. That sounds right.
Showing bunt, but that one's going to be a strike either way as Hegeman pulled back. Still a 3-1 count.
I don't know about that. I say that like I really can be a judge. There's a reason why I stay quiet.
Here's the pitch, and that one's fouled back.
There's a reason why I talk more when I'm a play-by-play. It's because I never played baseball before. I just know how to describe what's happening.
Yeah, I used my 10-year-old knowledge of baseball that I have, as that one is high for ball number 4, and a walk to first base for Hegeman.
Now you say 10-year-old knowledge. Does that mean you have 10 years experience or that you played when you were 10?
I played when I was 10.
Got it.
Yeah. I wish I had 10 years experience.
The most experience I have with athletics is I have 5 years of football under my belt from 5th grade to freshman year of high school. And, I mean, I've also watched plenty of it over my time. But baseball has been an off and on in my life.
Yeah, I played a lot of Madden football. Madden 20.
Not in time.
Madden 21 to up my football knowledge. Now I can read zone coverages and stuff like that. That's the only reason. It's because I just grinded Madden 21.
That's funny. Well, maybe we'll have to get you on the crew for Pitt if we end up going.
That one's going to be a strike to Cole Harding. Might have to.
So there's a chance we go to Pitt in the West Virginia next year for the inaugural Big 12 season. Pickoff attempt not in time, but I mean, there's a lot of plans going on. As I'm going to step onto my director's soapbox for a minute here. And, there's a lot of plans. We got a lot of big stuff coming in sports, at least. trying to get a lot more coverage for some of the non-revenue sports, soccer and the sort. Wow.
Wow.
There you go. Josh Hagman's going to take off, steal second, beating the pickoff attempts from Root.
And Goodwin.
The throw was not in time from Moylan over to second base.
And Goodwin, the coach of ECU, automatically calls for a review, as that was very close.
I honestly thought he may have been out.
Yeah, I did too. And ECU
sure.
definitely thought the same thing. So of course they're going to go to the review and see what they say there. And it has to be definitive for them to overturn it. So if there's a definitive tag on him before he touches the base, Hageman will be caught stealing, and that will be out number 3. But we'll wait on the umpires' readings to see what they say as they go to the review booth.
It's out here at 3. Yeah, I'll step back on my soapbox. I mean, we're planning trips to Pitt and to West Virginia at least for football, because those are the closest ones. They're about the same kind of drive too. They're only about 4 or 5 hours out east. You just to go to West Virginia, you go to Pittsburgh and then head south. So it's definitely doable. And Pitt, they play at Acrisure Stadium, the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's a nice facility to go and call a game from. And we'd love to go to Morgantown to call the game against West Virginia, revisit West Virginia. It's been a long time since we played them. Been a long time since we played Pitt. Those are the Big East days. Back when Cincinnati and Pitt were rivals. Not that they aren't anymore, but the rivalry's been dormant for the past 15 years. And last big game between those two was Pike to Binns back in 2009.
Yeah, there's just always been a rivalry between the cities of Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
No matter if it's sports. And
looks like Hageman's going to be safe at second base.
So the call stands.
Wow.
Hageman thought was caught stealing, but ends up stealing the base. And
there you go.
We got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Count 0-1 to Cole Harding. Here's the pitch. Hit to the right side at the warning track, looking up, and it is caught just before the fence by Jenkins Cower. So Bearcats, a home run from Tommy O'Connor to tie this thing up at 3. We go to the top of the 4th. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio. Here we are back at the top of the 4th inning. Parker will still be on the mound. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Ethan just acquired his Guardians of the Galaxy poster. I will acquire mine.
See if I hang it up in my room later. I might. I have a handful of posters that I've collected from Bearcat athletic events.
The crazy part, I have a handful of posters, just none of them are hung up. Like,
Well,
I think
you
I
should
have.
hang 'em up.
Yeah, I probably should. problem is I have a big fat head of a hockey player that takes up literally half of my room. That first pitch was a strike. Second pitch outside for ball number 1.
I also am a proud owner of a Cats by 90 flag that's in my room.
I love that slogan, as that one is grounded to the shortstop Hughes, and the throw is going to be in time.
There we go.
For out number 1 to Ryan McChrystal, grounding out.
Nice 6-3 put out there for Cincinnati. Looked like it may not have been in time, but thought it was quick enough. There you go. Brings up out number 1.
So now up to bat, Makarevich. See tripled in the second. 1 of 3 triples today. First pitch swinging and missing. 0-1, they have the shift on him. Got Hughes in the second base position. And in the left field gap, it is Springer as that pitch swing and a miss to Makarevich again. And he's quickly down 0-2. Takes himself together. Here's the pitch from Harker, and that one's just above the strike zone. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be high, deep into right field. This might go out of here, and it will.
Go over to the video boards there, too.
Alec Makarevich, a triple and a home run here in the 4th inning to put the Pirates back up 4-3 as he is greeted by his teammates outside of the dugout.
So you got a cycle watch here now. He's got 2 of the harder ones to hit, triple and a home run. All he needs now is a single and a double. That'll be the cycle.
Let's hope that does not happen. As we're back to the top of the order, where it'll be Hoover. His first pitch outside. Hoover flew out to right field in the first inning and then grounded out in the second. Here's the pitch from Harker. That one inside for ball number 2. The windup shows bunt. It's going to be a strike. Pulled back in time, but it was a strike either way, so count goes to 2-1 with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Harker, working quickly. A 1 hop to Nicholson as he'll flip it to Harker, who will step on first base and get the out for out number 2. So now up is Starling. He grounded out in the first and then had an RBI in the second inning, reaching on an error. So let's see what he does here in the 4th inning. That first pitch outside for ball 1.
Found it. The last time an ECU player hit for the cycle was April 30th of 2010. It was Corey Thompson versus Marshall.
Wow, about over a decade.
It's 13 years.
As that one's a strike. For strike 1. Count was 2-1. That last pitch, the pitch before the strike, I thought it had hit Starling, but turns out it hit the dirt first. As that one's low, below the strike zone for ball number 3. Count 3-1 to Starling. Harker takes his time, winds up. That one hit off the bat, foul. Will be in the stands, off the bleachers, into the refreshments, and a kid picks it up.
Nice.
Just got to commentate as he starts running around the concourse now, showing everybody that he got a baseball.
As kids do. They tend to do that.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled again down the left field line. This one stays in play. Or not stays in play, but stays in the stadium.
You say, no, it doesn't. You just said it went foul. Silly goose.
Here's the pitch from Harker. And that one's down in the dirt for ball number 4, and Starling will take his base.
Dang. Sorry, I'm looking at the stats. Once again, it's not like I have much to really contribute. I can't really. I need to learn what pitches are, like how they look and how to tell which ones they are.
You know, I have a hard time with that too. Sometimes I can tell when they're a breaking ball just because of how it dips. But then there's other times where I cannot tell what the pitch that is. And they're like, that's a 2-seam fastball. And I'm like, I don't know how you can tell what that is, but okay.
Again, there's a reason why I'm a play-by-play, not a color.
Is that a pick-off attempt? Not in time. Nicholson didn't even apply the tag.
I will say this, though. Last time a Bearcat hit for the cycle was Anthony Snowwell of May 7th, 1999.
So Bearcats, it's been over 20 years since they've hit a cycle, longer than ECU, as that pitch is straight down Broadway for strike 1.
Last time somebody hit a grand slam for Cincinnati was Cameron Goodring and Corey Klingenbeck earlier this year against Xavier. Part of a high-scoring affair against them. Pick-off attempt not in time. They'll be back here on Tuesday, 6 o'clock. We'll be back. Call that one.
There's the pitch. That one's right to the glove of Nicholson. A nice catch right before it hit the ground, and even made sure by stepping on first base. So a home run from Makarevich. ECU goes back up 4-3. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio. Here we are back in the bottom of the 4th inning, where the Bearcats look to tie this game back up as home run was given up in the top of the 4th. ECU leads 4-3, and we got a pitching change for the ECU Pirates. It'll be Jake Hunter on the mound for them. This year he's got 21.1 innings pitched, 23 hits, 14 runs, 12 of them earned, 10 walks, 34 strikeouts. He's given up 3 doubles, 0 triples, and 2 home runs. But we know with today, the Bearcats have broken those triple and home runs streaks of 0. So let's see if they can do that against the right-handed pitcher, Jake Hunter. As due up now is Grant Hughes. Or Griffin Hughes, excuse me. Griffin Hughes struck out his last time up in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Hunter as that one's foul to the backstop. And Hunter also has kind of a weird pitching delivery as he brings his glove above his head and then brings it back down and then starts his motion. It's like really...
I feel like that one's more normal.
It's almost like he's pulling a lever to get himself going.
I feel like that's a pitching style of older major leaguer pitchers.
Who am I to judge, though? I'm not a pitcher.
I'm not either. I'm not even an athlete.
Here's the pitch.
Not anymore.
That one's inside the zone for strike number 2. Count goes 1-2. Here's the pitch from Hunter. That one's inside, almost clipped Hugus. Count goes even at 2. Pretty short day for Root. Only 3 innings, 3 runs given up. Here's the pitch. That one's hit foul. That one's going to be hit almost to Gettler. So the count stays at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Dropped in the dirt, but thrown to first base to Moylan, and that will be a strikeout to Griffin Hugus, his second of the day. So Sean Springer back up. He had a single in the second.
Bearcats have really been able to compete with East Carolina today. I mean, a lot of their stat lines are a little similar. And looking at some of these, appeal to third base, he goes. There'll be strike 1 called. But with runners on, Cincinnati's 3 for 7. East Carolina's 1 for 7.
And here's that one hit to left field, but tracking that down was Nowak. All the way back to the warning track, too, for out number 2. But yeah, like you said, Ethan, I mean, once the Bearcats get a runner on, they've had success at the plate. They just got to find that way to get the first runner on and kind of rally from there.
Tends to just shake up the... I mean, granted, we've only had one other pitcher, but it seems to just shake them up a little bit.
Yeah, let's see if Carrington Cross can extend this inning, as the first pitch to him was a ball in the dirt. Or in the turf, I should say. Here's the pitch. And that one's right down the middle for strike number 1.
Turf's such a funny thing. Causes a lot of injuries, if you really think about it.
Yeah, it really does. And as that one's hit hard to the right center field at the wall, it's going to bounce, and it's going to be at least a double for Cross as he does extend the inning. A stand-up double for Carrington Cross.
2-out double at that.
So now up to the plate, it's going to be Alec Jones. Alec Jones has hit the ball both times, but just not into play, just into the glove. Flew out in the first and then a pop out in the third. Now here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see what he can do. See if he can bring a runner home with Cross at second base in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Hunter. That one's high and inside for ball number 1.
Bearcats are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position to this point. Also 2 for 5 with 2 outs.
Let's see if they can improve that status. That's going to be a pass ball, and Cross is going to be able to get to third. So now a runner 90 feet away on the passed ball.
The only issue now is you're going to need a base hit here. You can't have any sacrifice moves here if you're Alec Jones.
They do have the shift on him, so if he's able to hit the ball towards the right center field where the umpire is standing, almost aim for him, he'll bring Cross home. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Count is 2-1. Wind's starting to pick up here a little bit as well. Here's the pitch. Down and away for ball number 3. It'd be kind of nice if Alec Jones could walk so that way you could get to Ryan Nicholson, who's been walked both times. It seems the pitchers are a little bit scared to go at him. Here's the pitch, and that one's hit high. Will it drop? It will not, and it will be caught for out number 3 by Jenkins Coward. So the Bearcats leave a runner stranded. We will go to the top of the 5th where Ethan Herzog will have the play-by-play. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Thinking less of the better days, we'll pick up the mess when we're less than great. We control what the past creates. If I gave you time for a warm embrace, perfect space, making room to create. You know we could be great if only we could shake the insecurities in our brains all baked. You take what you please, and I know you'll be leaving again. Take what you please, and I know you'll be leaving again. Now the fuse is lit. Neither of us asked for any of this. Blaming the judge when the jury is split. You're leaving my head and my heart in a conflict. Leaving my head and my heart in a conflict. Oh, you're leaving my head and my heart. She gonna take me out of my head into her own little world where nothing is real. She gonna get me out of my head into her own little world where nothing is real. She gonna take me out of my head into her own little world where nothing is real. She gonna get me out of my head, the big thing.
Pitching change for Cincinnati heading into the top of the 5th inning. Thank you so much for joining us today alongside Alex Perez. I'm Ethan Herzog, and we got Chase Horst up on the mound now for Cincinnati. Boasts a 4.65 ERA, 3-win, 3-loss record. 40.2 innings pitched, 44 hits, 28 runs, 21 of them earned, 19 walks, 40 strikeouts, 13 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 home runs allowed on the season thus far. And I mean, Horst has been a key pitcher. He started a lot last year as that pitch sent to Cowart, who shows bunt, tipped foul. Strike 1. Cowart walked and was scored in the first and grounded out in the third. Horst looks to make quick work here. Is that one inside for ball 1? Count now even at 1. The pitch goes around the backside of Cowart for ball 2. I mean, it missed wide to the right. I guess wide to his left, but nonetheless wide, way wide. 2-1 count now. Pitch hits him. So that will be first base awarded for Cowart. And Chase Horst now, 15 hit batters in the American, leads the American in hit batters. So not the best start for Horst. So now he will face no walk. 1 for 2 on the day, triple with 2 RBIs tagged to it and struck out swinging in the third. 1 runner on now. for the Pirates. Horst looks to first. Now the pitch shows bunt. Bunt is foul. Strike one. Nowak, one of 3 triples hit today by either team. Horst back on the mound, looks over to first. Now the pitch. Swinging, sent high in the air, trying to go over to get it is Cross, who can't get it before it goes out of play. Lands in the stands, and that'll be strike 2.
Yeah, Nowak, too. He showed bunt and then pulled back to swing. And to be honest, I got a feeling that he was going to do that. I had a feeling that he was going to show bunt as Carrington Cross was creeping up on him in the infield. Pulled back as soon as Horst started his windup. Tried to swing away, but went foul to the left side.
Pitch coming inside for ball 1.
And to Mike Leake, the pitcher for the Reds few years ago, not even a couple, he was really good at that, and he was a pitcher. And he was phenomenal at showing bunt and pulling back and just...
This pitch swung on, hit down the first base line. It will stay fair, trickling over to the bullpen for East Carolina. It'll at least be a double, might be a triple for Nowak, as he scores Cowart. So that's a standing triple for Nowak.
His second of the day.
There you go. Sends the lead 5-3 now in favor of East Carolina. And just like that, you're going to get a meeting at the mound here. Did not take long at all. No outs for Cincinnati. East Carolina goes up 2 here, top of the 5th inning.
Rarely do you see a triple in a game. Rarely do you see 2 triples in a game. And rarely do you see 2 triples by the same player. And we're not even halfway through this game yet.
We're just about to the halfway mark.
Well, that was his third at bat. I mean, that is crazy.
Brings up Will Coxon to the plate. 1 for 1 on the day. Walked in the first and had a single in the third. So now Nowak 90 feet away as that one is tipped foul. Strike 1. A lot of these strikes that Horst is throwing are just foul balls. They're tipped off. 0-1 the count now. Pitch coming. Swung on, tipped foul to the other side. Strike 2. Looking for the first out of the top of the 5th inning. Here is Chase Horst for Cincinnati. One of the only married Bearcat. Fun fact. Pitch coming. Swung on, hit to the third base line. It's going to miss and sail all the way back to deep left. That's going to score Nowak. And Will Coxon is safe at first. Hit over to O'Connor, but it was such a slow roller that it got past Cross, and O'Connor had to come up to get it. There you go, just like that. East Carolina up 3-0, or by 3 runs now.
Yeah, Cross just found a hole through him. I mean, he had his body in front of it, just not enough.
So now Will Coxon at first. Brings up Barini. Oh for 2 on the day. 0 for 2. Is that pitch inside for ball 1. Flew out in the first, grounded out in the third. Six to 3 your score here. East Carolina on top as Coach Guggens is going to slowly stroll his way out to the mound, and Chase Horst's day is done. Final line, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 triple, 3 batters faced on 11 pitches. It's a quick day for Horst. We wait to see who our new pitcher will be.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Horst, I mean, Googans, especially in a game like this. It's 6-3. You've given up 2 runs. Got a runner on first. And in a game that's really important. A game that, with a loss, you sit at 500 in conference play, but with a win, it could give you momentum for the rest of this weekend, especially against a top 25 ranked team. So, you know, I like the move by Googans, but just unfortunately, you know, it wasn't his day for Chase Horse.
We'll bring up number 18 for Cincinnati. It's Max Bergman out of the bullpen, boasts a 9.86 ERA. 1-1 record, 1 save, 21 innings pitched, 28 hits, 28 runs, 23 of them earned, 14 walks, 28 strikeouts, 5 doubles, a triple, and 6 home runs allowed on this season. We'll face Barini at the plate, currently for East Carolina. Will Coxon stands on first. He has 1 stolen base on the year. Was only attempted once and stole once. 100% stolen base percentage. East Carolina stat line currently 7 for 20, 350 batting average, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 5 extra base hits. 3 of them have been triples.
And with how today's going, might be another one.
It's one of those days where the weather, it might just be just right for balls to sail like that and catch enough wind under them that you're going to get a lot of extra base hits.
Yeah, and the ball too, like they've just been hit like right in the perfect spot where both the center fielder or the right fielder have to go as far as they can from where they generally stand to go get the ball. Like, I mean, it's just been perfectly placed almost every time.
That pitch in the zone, 4 strike 1. Pitch prior was outside the zone for ball 2. So we sit with a 2-1 count now. Pitch coming, swung on and hit, high pop fly, sailing back into right field. Cole Harding's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch for the out. Leave Will Coxon standing on first base. Will be the first out of the top of the 5th inning. Chase Horse with 2 earned runs. Will Coxon is also his responsibility. As Ryan McChrystal steps up to the plate, he sends one hammered in the center field, back at the wall, and it bounces off of it, stays in the park. And that will be a standing double for McChrystal. Ball is thrown home to protect anyone else from coming in, but Will Coxon will be standing at third base. So there you go, McChrystal, who struck out in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th, gets a double here top of the 5th inning. Trying to extend this lead here is Makarevich. Now steps up to the plate. It's a triple in the 2nd and a home run in the 4th. 1 RBI attached to his 4th inning home run. Pitch coming, swung on and hit foul down the first base line. Hits the fence of the ECU dugout. Strike 1. East Carolina leads at 6-3 here, top of the 5th inning. As that one sent high into left center, back at the warning track, making the catch. Runners are going to get the green light. Well, Coxon's going to make his way home, and not by means of a Makarevich sac fly. So 2 outs. East Carolina plates 1 more. 7-3 is now the score.
A good play by Tommy O'Connor, too. He kind of had to get on his horse and get out there to catch that ball. And if he doesn't catch that, Makarevich is having himself a day with 2 RBIs at least. And a stand-up double if Tommy O'Connor doesn't glove that.
Now the pitch coming to Lane Hoover. We're back up to the top of the order as that one is inside the zone for strike 1. It's now left on base is McChrystal standing at second base. Pitch from Bergman in the dirt for ball one. Count even at 1, 2 outs, 1 on. East Carolina leads at 7-3. Bergman looks the third, now back home. The pitch outside, ball two. Hoover 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out in the first, put out in the second. That one sent into the left field gap. It might score a runner to throw to the plate. Will be in
by
time.
O'Connor.
Saves one run from coming in. A nice throw from O'Connor back home, and that will be the third and final out at the top of the fifth inning, but not before East Carolina plates 3, extending the lead 7-3. Down to the bottom of the fifth inning we go. You're listening to Cincinnati Baseball here on Bearcats Sports Radio.
Every day, lie with the words you say. You wanna lock me down, I wanna run away. Your twisted fantasy can't keep your hands off me. You knew I'd let you in. You knew how much I need. Danger, danger, danger. Danger, danger. Don't let me down. Danger, danger, danger. You're danger, danger. Don't let me down. Feel like there's no escape. Lie here and suffocate. You like to push me around while I try not to break. You love the things I say. You love the way I'm begged. If I showed all my sins, you turn and walk away. I feel you in my bones. You were all I know. Skin to skin. I feel you in my bones. You were all I know. Skin to skin and hand to throw. Danger, danger, danger. Danger, danger. Don't let me down. Danger, danger.
Welcome back to the sunny Queen City, where Cincinnati trails East Carolina 7 runs to 3 here at UC Baseball Stadium. First of 3 between these conference rivals. East Carolina ranked number 14 in the nation. Baseball's top 25 been ranked there pretty much the entire season. Ryan Nicholson steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day, walked twice. That pitch in the zone for strike one. Jake Hunter, pitcher for East Carolina. Pitch once again in the zone for strike two. Only 3 innings pitched for Zach Root after he allowed 3 runs. As that one's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Well, Ryan Nicholson will be the first out of the bottom of the fifth. It's a powerful statement pitch by Jake Hunter. Be the second strikeout on the day for him, 36th of the year. Now Tommy O'Connor steps up to the plate, has a home run 2 innings ago in the third. Struck out in the first. Makes him 1 for 2 on the day.
Also had 2 great defensive plays in the last top half of the inning. Shows bunt.
That one inside the zone for strike 2. Wasting no time is Jake Hunter. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. Be the second out. Third strikeout of the game for Jake Hunter. As Cameron Goodry steps up to the plate. Grounded out in the second, struck out in the third. Pitch coming. In the zone, strike 1. Jake Hunter making this one look easy. Wind up in the pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. Or as I say that, he throws on the dirt. Need to stop saying words that could go against me. Count even at 1, 2 outs. The pitch. Way high for ball 2. No one on for Cincinnati. Hunter looking for his first 1-2-3 inning today. For either team at that. Zawin in the dirt for ball 2. Ball 3, excuse me. Hunter on the mound. Winds up, here's the 3-1. In the zone for strike 2. Hunter trying to come back from this one. Runs the count to full with 2 outs. No one on for Cincinnati. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Cameron Goodry. Just like that, 1-2-3, side retired for East Carolina. We head to the top of the 6th inning with the Pirates leading 7-3 over the Bearcats. You're listening to Cincinnati Baseball here on Bearcats Sports Radio.
If I believed you, what if I could go on, give it your all tonight? You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away, blinded by anger, you forgot who to blame. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Go on, give it your all tonight. Oh. I'm not afraid to break. I'm not averse to break. There's this dark cloud that travels even on a sunny day. Separate into stars. It drags the light from me.
Welcome to the top of the 6th inning here in Cincinnati. It's Jacob Starling at the plate here for East Carolina. Pirates lead at 7-3 here against Cincinnati Bearcats. Danger of a 10-run rule. Barring how things go here, is the first pitch to Starling is called strike. Pitch coming, swung on, tip foul down the third base line, gets sent into the Bearcat dugout. Strike 2. Starling in his 3 plate appearances reached on an error in the second with an RBI attached to that one, walked in the 4th and grounded out in the 1st. Pitch coming, swung on, tip foul, back into the safety net, stays alive. Running nothing in 2 here for the moment. Reds and White Sox have begun play down in Great American Ballpark. They're back home as that one's sent over to the second baseman, over to first, and that's a quick 4-3 put out, excuse me. Retires Starling. Now Josh Moylan steps up to the plate for East Carolina. Batting his .287 now. He's 1 for 3 on the day. So we have snacks now. That one sent, hit to the shortstop, excuse me. Bouncing throw over to first is in time. So quickly 2 outs here for Max Bergman. Jake Hunter, last half inning, pitched his 1-2-3. Now Max Bergman looking for one of his own. 2 outs, no one on for East Carolina. Cowart now up to the plate. That one in the zone for strike 1. Cowart 0 for 1 on the day. He was walked in the first, brought back home and scored, grounded out in the third, and was hit by pitch and brought back home in the 5th. That one swung on, hit foul down the third base side. Strike 2.
Sun's getting to that point where I can barely tell where the ball goes sometimes. Wasn't even sure where that ball went off the foul.
It'll be down in about an hour or 2, probably 2. That one in the dirt for ball 1. 6:42 the current time. It's about an hour and 45 minutes your current game time as we sit here top of the 6th inning. The pitch, swung on, hit, right back to the second baseman who's going to throw it over to first base in time, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3. There you go. Shutout inning for Cincinnati. Hasn't done that since the top of the 3rd inning, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th here at UC Baseball Stadium. The Pirates lead at 7-3. You're listening to Cincinnati Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Please hate me 'cause this apathy is killing me. Please hurt me 'cause at least it's gonna make me feel like I walked into the hardest part. Let it go, let it consume my heart. Please fight me 'cause this apathy is ending me. Please break me 'cause at least I could begin to heal. 'Cause I cannot do the hardest part. Could've let me know right from the start. It's smoke and it hurts, but I can't leave. I keep on giving, but you deceive. A fleeting illusion that keeps on evading me. Why do I believe in what I cannot see? I guess it's all for nothing. Keep running away from this war. You should be nothing to me anymore. Feel it running away to the core. But you got nothing to say. What do I say? Close the doors.
Welcome back to Cincinnati, where East Carolina leads at 7-3 over the Cincinnati Bearcats. Alongside Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Josh Hageman up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Tripled in the 2nd and walked in the 3rd. Shows bunt initially, and that'll be in the zone for strike 1. East Carolina leads at 7-3. Had a big 5th inning, plating three runners. Hageman now 1-1. Wind up in the pitch from Hunter in the dirt for ball 2. Hunter with 4 strikeouts on the day. He's been making decent work of the Cincinnati hitters. Is that one a little low for ball 3? So mid over his head, swing, high pop fly over the third base side. Going over to get it is Barini, who runs into the concrete wall. Does he make the catch?
Nah, it dropped.
No. He slammed into the brick wall on the side of the concourse trying to make the catch. Did not do so, but runs the count to full. Here against Hageman.
Yeah, he just dropped it. I think it just dropped right to the left of his glove as he was trying to slide, make the catch.
My goodness. The things they do to make a catch is that one's swung foul, same direction, but more sent into Corey Street. Count remains full. No runners on for Cincinnati. Pitch coming. Inside for ball 4. It'll be a walk for Hegeman. And he's reached base all 3 times he's been up. Now you got Cole Harding stepping up to the plate. He singled with an RBI, attached that one in the second and flew out in the third. Josh Hegeman standing over on first, 10 stolen bases on the year. Stole one just a few innings ago. Hunter on the mound. Pitch, swing and a miss for Cole Harding. Strike 1. Harding with a .216 batting average. Pickoff attempt not in time to first base. Cincinnati with 3 extra base hits to this point, as opposed to East Carolina's 6. About 4 of those extra base hits between both teams, pickoff attempt not in time, has been a triple. It's probably the most triples I've seen in a baseball game ever, my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, 4 triples in 1 game. That's just insane.
2 triples by the same player. At that, too. 0-1 count with 1 on, no outs for Cincinnati. Down by 4. Pitch. In the zone, strike 2.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like 4 home runs doesn't seem as crazy as 4 triples. Like that's the crazier part.
Because usually a triple is hit just at the wall. You know, it seems more like, you know, a ball that might get hit for a double. It just depends on how the outfielder responds and is able to get to it in time. Is that pickoff attempt not in time?
I love how they play the frozen let it go thing every single time.
They need variety. I had variety when I did that for the Florence Eagles back last year. I was in charge of the audio bits as Cole Harding hits it into the gap in the left field. Hegeman's going to stop at second base. Now 2 runners on, no outs for Cincinnati.
Crazy part is Hegeman thought about going, went, decided to stop, and then of course it was a single, so he was going to be on second base either way.
Smart play just to stay alive, and I mean, now you've got Griffin Hugas up to the plate as looks like there's a meeting at the mound here for East Carolina, and Jake Hunter's day might be done. It looks like. Coach looking over to the bullpen. I'm not sure if I didn't see any motion to the bullpen to make any moves, so I'm going to assume nothing.
Yeah, I think it might just be to calm down Hunter. I mean, Hunter's pitched pretty well.
Just a meeting on the mound, you know.
He's pitched the last 2 innings, and has pitched pretty well, so it'd be crazy to think that they would, after two hits, or excuse me, 2 runners on base would call for a change, but maybe just settle him down here a little bit.
Jake Hunter's current stat line in his 2 innings pitch, he's allowed 2 hits, a walk, has struck out 4 batters, and has a double allowed in his 9 batters faced, 38 pitches to this point.
Let's see what Hugas can do. He's showing bunt. Pulls back.
That one in the zone for strike 1. So you got 2 runners on. Hegeman at second, Harding at first. Hugas to bat with no outs for Cincinnati. If you can get 1 runner on, you got your tying runner at the plate.
I don't mind
load
him
the
just
bases.
swinging.
Is that one way high for ball 1?
I honestly don't mind letting Groove
Swinging for the fences.
Yeah, I don't mind him letting them swing. I mean, you could bunt, advance the runners to second and third, and you get 1 out at first base. But I mean, if you guys got a hit earlier,
that one connects with the bat, but sent foul down the third base line. Strike 2.
I mean, you give up a walk and a hit, you kind of guys got the guys rallying. So I mean, he falls 1 and 2 to the count, but
it's better to have a 1-2 count with no outs, 2 runners on, than with 2 outs.
Yeah, he can loosen up his grip a little bit.
That one swung on, hit high in the air towards center field. Going back at the wall is Hoover. Hoover makes the catch. Runners take off. Throw to second will be in time, but it'll advance Hegeman to third base. So you have runners at the corners with one out now for Cincinnati. And that's honestly not a bad call there. You just advance the runner. Now one's 90 feet away. I mean, you still got 3.5 innings to go. The whole ball game, 2 outs left in this half inning. So, I mean, you still got plenty of time if you're Cincinnati to make some kind of comeback.
Yeah, that was a good hit ball, too. I mean, almost at the 400 mark in deep center field.
Pickoff attempt not in time. Trying to catch Cole Harding standing at first base. Cole Harding with 9 stolen bases on the year. Josh Hegeman at third is 10. Hunter looks back home. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss for Sean Springer. Strike one. Singled in the second, flew out in the fourth. Trying to make something happen here. We stand bottom of the 6th inning. Just at about just the 2-hour mark here of this game. Pickoff attempt not in time. This is the children's sing-along to the once most popular children's song. Now I'm sure it's that one song from the Mario movie that Bowser sang.
Oh, Peaches?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we actually played that during our prospect camp.
That's funny, as that one's inside the zone for strike 2. That's hilarious. Why? What was the reason? Just cause?
No, we were playing like good music like throughout the period, but every intermission we would pick a terrible song to play.
Gotcha.
And that just happened to be the one, and everybody looked at us and was like, "Can you turn this off?"
That one outside and high for ball 1. No, I mean that one. It was funny for a minute, and now it's just kind of annoying. It quickly turned into what Frozen was, or what Let It Go was from Frozen. Very quickly turned into that, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about when a song gets popular. It just
that one high for ball 2.
Gets overplayed, gets so annoying, it loses its cool. It's thanks a lot, TikTok.
Yeah. Count even at 2, 1 out. Runners on the corners for Cincinnati. Sean Springer looking to keep this inning alive. Swing and the tip foul. Well, I guess not keep the inning alive, but keep himself alive with 1 out. Bearcats haven't scored since the bottom of the 3rd when they scored 2 runs off of a Tommy O'Connor 2-run shot. Jake Hunter looking for his 5th strikeout here. The 2-2 pitch. High and outside for ball 3. Count runs full. Trying to avoid a bases loaded situation. Hunter winds up the pitch. Swing and a miss. Trying to catch Cole Harding at second and not in time.
Hegeman thought about going too off that pitch off that throw to second base. Kind of hesitated a second, but he'll stay put at third. But now you got 2 runners in scoring position. 1 single can make this a 2-run game.
So there's your 10th stolen base for Cole Harding as Coach Goodwin's going to make his way out to the mound, and looks like Jake Hunter's day might be done. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Cincinnati. Harding stands on second, Hegeman at third. Cincinnati, however, is 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position and 2 for 7 with 2 outs. 4-11 with runners on in general.
That song they just played is underrated. Please
Which
don't,
one?
Please Don't Go by Mike Posner.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Yeah, a lot of people know him for the Cooler Than Me and then the I Took a Pill in Ibiza.
Ah, gotcha.
But,
that song I know.
That one's from, it's from his, actually, I think his debut album. It's actually pretty solid.
I don't know, man. I listen to rock. I'm a dad. Not really.
Yeah,
At this point, I listen to stuff that you'd assume an emo kid in high school listens to because that's just what my music taste is right now.
Listen to a little bit of everything.
I mean, same, but primarily it's rock.
Yeah.
Got a big rock festival I'm going to at the end of the month. Very excited.
Where at?
Columbus, Sonic Temple.
Oh, sweet.
My first music festival I ever attended. I was supposed to go to Bunbury back in 2019 or 2020, I guess, and then it got canceled for COVID. So couldn't go. Got refunded, so got $220 back. You know, it's here nor there. Excuse me. So there's a pitching change for East Carolina. Danny Beal comes into the game trying to get out of this inning. 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position for Cincinnati. Looking at his stat line heading into this game, he's 3-1, 3 saves, 24.2 innings pitched, 25 hits, 13 runs, 13 of them earned, 2 walks, 33 strikeouts, 4 doubles, and 4 home runs allowed on the season. Boasts an ERA of 4.74. The 2 runners on would be the responsibility of Hunter, assuming they score. Danny Beal will face the top of the order for Cincinnati in Carrington Cross. Grounded out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd, and doubled in the 4th. Cross coming up to keep this inning alive. Went 5 for 13 the last series, bat of 384 against South Florida, scoring 6 runs and 2 RBIs. It's now 2 on, 2 outs for Cincinnati. Danny Beal looks to escape the inning without any damage. Pitch coming. Right down the middle, 4, strike 1. So we have now reached the 2-hour mark here at UC Baseball Stadium, coming up across 7 p.m.
Cross had a double his last time up, so let's see if he can continue that hitting.
That one low for ball 1. Harding at second, Hageman at third. Beal looks to third, now back home. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss for Carrington Cross. Quickly 1 and 2. Danny Beal with 33 strikeouts on the year. Looking to add another to his tally. Pitch coming. Appeal to first base. He did not go. Ball 2. Now even at 2 with 2 outs. Number 2 up to bat. The pitch coming. Check swing. Appeal to first. He went. Carrington Cross strikes out. Leaves 2 runners stranded. And ECU with another shutout inning, a 3rd one in a row heading into the top of the 7th inning. We'll be back with Alex Perez here. Top 7 when we come back. You're listening to Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio.
my eyes, I may be wrong if that's it right. 'Cause you don't believe me now, and it happens all the time. Awake but on my knees, lost and spread out in the streets. 'Cause you don't believe me now, and it happens all the time. Whoa.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning, where Max Bergman will stay on the mound for the Bearcats. I'm Alex Perez alongside Ethan Herzog. Bearcats left 2 stranded. Carrington Cross wasn't too happy about his strikeout call. But left 2 stranded, no runs in the bottom of the 6th. And now back up to bat is Luke Nowak. Or Nowak, excuse me. First pitch was a ball, second pitch is a strike. Nowak had 2 triples today already. 2
Got
RBIs on
salt
the
all over
first one.
table. Sorry. I'm the most unprofessional broadcaster ever. I'd like to add a little bit of comedy. Even though I'm not that funny. Anyway, 2-1 count.
Here's the pitch. That's outside for ball number 3. Every broadcaster's got to have a little something to him, you know?
Yeah, I just like to
little
say
bit of
random things that
spice.
come to my mind. Which, I mean, I guess is the entirety of broadcasting, but, you know.
Hey, it adds to the show. As that is ball number 4, and Nowak will walk his way to first base.
I hate that you just made that pun. I was thinking about doing it, and I decided not to, and I can't believe you just did it. I'm so mad at you.
I thought you were going to yell at me for being corny.
No,
but I
no.
think it's funnier that you yelled at me for taking it. So
I was legitimately thinking about making that pun. I saw his pronunciation guide, and it said walk, and I was like, oh, that's a funny name.
as that first pitch is down in the dirt for ball number 1 to Will Coxon, who is 2 for 2 today.
I'm tired. I had work today. I worked at 6:30 in the morning.
Man, it's a long day.
6:30 to 11.
Here's the pitch from Bergman. That
Ooh,
one is
wow.
hit straight center field, but it's going to be caught.
Nice move over from Hageman to go and get that one.
So 1 down now after the walk to Nowak.
The shortstop, number 8, Joey Barini.
I wasn't going to make a joke.
You can't see my eyes through my sunglasses, but I'm glaring at you right now.
I couldn't, but I could feel it. I
Good.
could feel
Good.
the glare.
Good.
So
You better.
here's the pitch from Bergman. As that one
Oh, wow.
might be a double play chance. Oh, it's bobbled.
Oh.
And not in time till first.
Man. That was as good of a double play ball as you can get. Hit straight over to Springer, who was on the shift. Springer's playing second base. So it's hit directly over to the second baseman.
Yeah, that is Springer. That was Springer. That it bobbled the ball.
Sit over to second base, and it kind of hit the ground enough to where it bounced into his glove and bounced back out, causing him to bobble it a little bit. And huge missed double play opportunity could have ended the inning right there.
Yeah, and remember that one here in the top of the 7th. If 2 runs or a run even scores, that's going to be the difference maker. That's going to go down as another error, too, for the Bearcats. That's 2 on the day.
Yeesh.
And that's
not what you want to see.
And that's something they've been getting away from as the season has gone on, but as that one is popped high to the left side of the field, it might be caught. It will be caught by O'Connor for out number 2. And Bergman can kind of relieve himself a little bit more. But he's got Makarevich up to the plate.
Bergman with no earned runs up to this point. Makarevich up to bat. He's had a triple and a home run today. Had a sac fly in the 5th as that pickoff attempt to first, not in time.
That was close. Bergman tried to catch. I believe that was Barini sleeping. Here's the pitch from Bergman. That one hit down the right field line off
Oh, wow.
of the bench, and a 1-hop bounce to a Little League kid.
I heard it smack into the stands.
Yeah, that was a hard hit ball. Swing and a miss. And quickly, Bergman ahead of the count 0-2 on Makarevich. Makarevich has been lethal today. 2 RBIs, a triple, and a home run. Here's the pitch. Hits that down the first base line.
Oh.
A good play from Nicholson. Able to glove it down, run to first, and get the final out of the inning. So the Bearcats leave unscathed after an error. We go to the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
J'aime arriver le monde à venir, mais sur leur pancarte notre avenir. Devoir se battre pour la même liberté, mais c'est pas la vie qu'on voulait. C'est du néant que vient leur rancœur. Leur cité noire coule sur nos couleurs. À toujours faire des choix pour exister. You gotta do it now. You gotta do it now. Erase your disgrace, so it's out anyway. It's not your choice to make. J'aime arriver le monde à venir. J'ai de la rancœur derrière mes sourires. Les rois se déchirent sur l'échiquier. Les fous n'ont plus envie de jouer. Ça veut réduire l'amour au silence. Au lieu de faire taire.
Here we are back at the bottom of the 7th inning, where the Bearcats been scoreless the past 3 innings. Looking to change that here in the bottom of the 7th, left 2 stranded last inning. Still facing Danny Beal as he came in to get the 1 out that they needed. Struck out Carrington Cross. Now he's got to face Alec Jones, who's flown out twice and popped out, as the first pitch to him is going to be a strike.
Oh, and there's the wind back again. It's blowing from behind us.
Yeah, wind's starting to pick up here once again.
South to north, if you will. Well, south-ish to north-ish. It's a check swing. Oh, no, he went. Strike 2.
Alec Jones having a discussion with the umpire. He'll step back in the batter's box. Count 0-2. He'll swing. That one goes foul right to the third base coach, head coach, Scott Googans.
He'll stay alive over there.
Googans hands the baseball to a nice young kid. Sure, he's lovely.
That's such an odd description.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to say as that one's fouled.
I just recommend you stop talking.
Tell me how you really feel.
That's how I really feel.
2 straight foul balls. Count stays at 0-2. Here's the pitch. That one hit. Had the shift on him, though, right to the shortstop. And the putout, the 6-3 putout for out number 1. Barini to Moylan.
The first baseman, number 25, Ryan Nicholson.
Nicholson back up to bat. He's walked twice and then struck out on 3 straight pitches in the 5th inning. So let's see if he can redeem himself here. 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. Swing straight back to the backstop on the foul ball. Counts 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one swung and fouled again.
Very aggressive swings by these hitters.
Yeah, Nicholson, I think walking twice in the first couple of innings is getting a little impatient
Good Nancy.
Wanting to put the bat on the ball. That one's low and inside for ball one.
Like it almost hit him in the ankle.
Checking his wrist guard is Danny Beal, the pitcher for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul to the backstop once again. Count stays 1-2.
Be the 5th pitch of this at-bat, I believe.
See if Nicholson can stay alive. Here's the pitch, and that one's down in the dirt.
It looked like it almost hit him.
Yeah, both those pitches that have been balls were inside, close to his ankles. So Danny Beal obviously trying to attack the inside part of the plate, just a little too inside. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Nicholson.
Ooh, there you go.
And that's his 2nd strikeout of the day as he looks to the sky in frustration. And he'll walk slowly back to the dugout. And walking up to the batter's box is going to be Tommy O'Connor. He's got a home run on the day. But other than that, 2 strikeouts.
The sun needs to go down. Staring at it.
Yeah, it's going down, but very slowly.
Fortunately, sunset slated for 8:29 p.m.
Which I'm sure this game will be over by then, unless we go into extra innings.
Have fun with that.
So we'll see what happens. That first pitch was a ball. Here's the 2nd pitch.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Deep cut there.
O'Connor trying to hit another home run, it looks like.
I mean, at this point, you're down to the final 2.5 innings here, and you're down 4.
And another swing and a miss from O'Connor, and it's 1-2 the count.
You're going to start swinging for the fences here. Try and get some kind of, at least something in play.
Yeah. Like I said earlier at the top of the broadcast, Tommy O'Connor, a big body, 6'4". That one's fouled off to the left field side, hit the netting, and came back.
Marveling at how tall he was because you're short.
Yeah, everyone's tall compared to me.
That's fair. No one's tall compared to me.
Except maybe like Shaq, but
I mean, yeah, but I don't see Shaq on a regular basis.
yeah, that's fair.
Victor Locken's one that you could probably say, though.
None of the UC basketball players, as that one strike 3 to Tommy O'Connor in the dirt, though. They'll throw to first base, and he will be out for out number 3. So the Bearcats, a 1-2-3 inning. No runs on the board. We go to the top of the 8th. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Expectation ladders. I just work from all this selfish. I get my peace and I live as a good and that's my ruin. I slowly become my enemy. They need to be what I want to be. Has all the reason of what is true in life. Taking control. This is the end of my decision. Taking control. It's all above it all. It's off the hill of my mistakes. Controversy of what is meant to be. No longer suffocate.
Here we are back at the top of the 8th inning, where Zach Siegel will be on the mound now, replacing Max Bergman out of Loveland, Ohio. 2-1 on the season, 0 saves, 20 innings pitched, 18 hits. He's given up 16 runs, all of them earned. Given up 8 walks, 19 strikeouts, 6 doubles, a triple, and 5 home runs on the season for Zach Siegel.
Center fielder, number 4, Lane Hoover.
So he will face the top of the order. It'll be Lane Hoover up to bat here. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Had a single in the 5th inning. Part of that 3-run inning. Here's the pitch. That one's a strike on the outside half of the plate. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one hit to the second baseman, Springer, right to the glove of Nicholson for out number 1. A 4-3 putout.
The second baseman, number 10, Jacob Starling.
Now up to bat is Jacob Starling. He is 0 for 3 today. Last time up, grounded out to the second baseman, Springer. Here's the pitch. That one's a strike right at the knees. 0-1.
These Cincinnati pitchers have, at least the last couple of innings, they've really had a good time against these ECU hitters. That one tipped foul into the safety net. There's just been no run support. That's the only problem that's really been present for Cincinnati is pitchers are getting it done thus far and back-to-back shutout innings against East Carolina, but there's been no run support on the other side.
And strike 3 called. Starling walks to the dugout looking,
The first baseman,
and quickly
Josh Moyle.
2 outs for the Bearcats against the Pirates, and up to bat will be Moylan. Moylan is 1 for 4 today, had a double. Start his day, has been 0 for 3 since, as that first pitch is a strike.
Generous call there on that strike.
Yeah, looked a little low, but what do we know? We're not umpires.
Yeah, I'm just a broadcaster.
As that pitch is outside for ball number
Now,
1.
if that one was called a strike, I'd be a little confused.
I think Moylan would also have something to say about it.
Probably.
Maybe even Siegel. Here's the pitch. That one's down in the dirt. For ball number 2. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. I think off of his foot again.
It looks like it was, yeah. We're 66. We could have made a Star Wars joke if it was yesterday.
May the 4th be with you. Now we
Happy Revenge of the 5th.
yeah. Here's the pitch. That one is on the outside. Today is Cinco de Mayo.
Revenge of the 5th. Also Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, since I'm Hispanic, it's just May 5th for me.
I mean, fair enough, I guess.
Here's the pitch. That one, strike 3.
wow.
Caught looking again. A 1-2-3 inning for Zach Siegel. Let's see if the Bearcats can inch away at this lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Sometimes I get this anxious feeling I'm always gonna reach a ceiling. Sometimes I get this anxious feeling that every single thing I didn't do, it's gonna feel a perfect view. Open as I fight to make it through. I do, but in the end it's nothing new. I just second guess my way. The champagne glasses showing me how to play. Done the things I do.
Here we are, bottom of the 8th inning. Bearcats trail it 7-3. No runs have been scored since the top of the 5th inning. Bearcats have not scored since the bottom of the 3rd. See if they can change that statistic in this inning. So up to bat will be Cam Goudry. He is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts.
I just found out, too, Tommy O'Connor, who was up to bat at the bottom of the 7th, his home run in the 3rd, 468 feet off the bat.
Wow. Wow. That is amazing. First pitch to Goudry was a ball. Down and away. Here's the second pitch, and that one's on the inside part of the plate for strike number 1. Goudry not playing in the field today, but playing as a designated hitter. Usually a good defensive piece, too, for the Bearcats. Scott Guggens elected to just have him hit today, as that pitch was just on the outside part of the plate for ball number 2. Count at 2-1. Here's the pitch from Beal, and that's going to be a strike. Count 2-2.
Beal trying to make quick work. This Bearcats lineup already 3 strikeouts on the day.
And then there is another one. And again, that's the second order in a row where Cross, O'Connor, and Goudry have struck out. They all struck out in the 5th inning. Cross and O'Connor striking out in the top of in the bottom of the 7th, and then Goudry starting off the 8th with a strikeout. So 3 of your core hitters striking out is not what you want. As that first pitch was a strike, here's the second pitch showing bunt was Hegeman, but it's going to be a strike either way as he tried to pull back.
Can't argue with the zone.
So now quickly,
I mean, I guess you can, but
quickly 0-2 Hegeman as he hits that one. That's going to be a single as it drops. Couple of hops picked up by Jenkins Cower. And Hegeman is on 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles.
about the 2.5 hour mark of this game.
So Cole Harding up to bat. He's got 2 singles on the day. Flew out in the 3rd, so he is 2 for 3. See if he can make it 3 for 4. Starting to wind up is Beal. The pitch right down Broadway, strike number 1. Wind picking up here a little bit more. Here's a pitch, and that one's hit to the shortstop
double play
on 1
opportunity
hop.
here.
And they're going to get
Wow.
it. So ECU able to end the inning after a single from Hegeman, a double play to Cole Harding. And they get out of that inning unscathed. So we go to the top of the 9th where Ethan Herzog will have the play-by-play. You're listening to UC Baseball on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Straight
Zach Siegel remains on the mound here for Cincinnati as we enter the top of the 9th inning. Here in Cincinnati, East Carolina leads at 7-3 over the Bearcats. I'm Ethan Herzog, joined alongside Alex Perez. Thank you so much for coming along with us. Cincinnati, we're going to keep things as close as they are. 3 shutout innings in a row for Cincinnati in the tops of the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. As Zach Siegel is going to first face a pinch hitter in Cunningham of East Carolina as the first pitch is up and away for ball 1.
Bearcats, too, have struck out 13 times today,
That pitch in the dirt for ball 2.
whereas ECU has only struck out 4. Strikeouts are a big problem.
Zach Siegel for Cincinnati is 2 of the 4 strikeouts that have occurred for East Carolina. Pitch in the zone for strike 2. So it's a 1-2 count now for Cunningham of East Carolina. He's bats at .278. 32 for 115 on the day and strikes out in a swing. Struck out swinging. Wow, that was terrible. Be the first out at the top of the 9th. This brings up no walk to the plate for East Carolina. Tripled in the 1st and 5th. Struck out in the 3rd and walked in the 7th. Pitch coming. Swung on and hit foul back into the safety net. Strike 1.
I looked to see where that ball was, and the sun just...
And the sun blinded you?
Yeah.
Because it's a big flaming ball of light in the sky?
just right in the way.
Yeah, stop doing that. You need to stop doing that, man. 0-1 count. Over to the outside. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 count, 1 out. No one on for East Carolina. The pitch. Way outside, hits the backstop. For ball 2.
Siegel looks at his hand as... it's like, what did you do?
I don't think he released it right. Definitely didn't. His ball sailed way off to the right, and that's the backstop. That one's sent into right. It'll drop for a base hit. So Johnson, another pinch hitter, will be standing on first. Some 20 for 67 on the year.
Kind of hope Concessions gives away some free hot dogs tonight.
Oh, they probably will. They typically do. The ones that they made, they don't sell. They typically will give away.
I could use a couple right now.
It's the beauty of college and minor league teams like that. They give away free food as that one's away for ball 1.
I feel like that should be a thing for almost any business.
Nah.
Like at closing.
It's seen as a loss of profit. Pitch outside. Throw to second to try and catch the steal. Not in time. So there you go. 2-0 count now for Will Coxon. Up to bat. Now Johnson steals second. Is now in scoring position for ECU. Pitch coming from Siegel. Swung on, hit into left. It'll drop for a base hit. Johnson's going to take off for home. Throw to the plate, not in time. And still wild. Will Coxon's going to stand at second. Zach Siegel goes and gets a hand on it. So ECU is going to plate another, make it an 8-3 ball game here. Top of the 9th inning. Siegel's going to make his way back to the mound. Will Coxon stands in Johnson's place. As Barini steps up to the plate now, he's
And Will Coxon looks like he's going to end up on third.
not sure as to why, but he will be awarded as that pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
I think because he was already running to second, and the ball ended up in the dugout of the Pirates, and he was already running to second, so I think he just gets an extra base because of it.
That last pitch outside for ball 2. I believe that. I don't exactly understand all of the rules, but that does that eerily sounds correct. This pitch, swing and a miss for Barini, who's 0 for 4 on the day.
Yeah, like that's just my hypothesis. I don't have the rule book on that, but
It's definitely something we can look up, but it might take us a minute. 2-1 count now. Siegel, the pitch, bunt, picked up by Siegel, and it's bobbled by Siegel. No one is called out as the ball remains in the hand of Cross. So Will Coxon's going to come all the way home, score another. 9-3 now your score, and Barini's safe at first.
Siegel was looking at his glove to see if there was a hole in it as he bobbled that, and unfortunately for him, there wasn't.
So now Zach Siegel on the mound. Pitch coming, swung on, hit over his head. Taps second base, double play is in time. So the Bearcats end the inning after a nice double play from second to first, but not before East Carolina plates 2 more, increasing the lead 9-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Cincinnati, can they rally? We shall see. You're listening to Bearcat Baseball here on Bearcat Sports Radio.
Constantly wondering if I will ever be a legend. All my demons kicking and screaming, looking for a fight. Tell me that I'm gonna be okay. Tell me that I'm gonna be fine. They can try to knock me out, but they could never take the crown. Tell me that I'm gonna be okay. Tell me that I'm gonna be fine. Push me down or get back up. So damn long for this to get better. Low on serotonin, but I'll never surrender. Stuck inside my head, but I just gotta dig deeper. They haven't seen nothing yet, I'll turn them into believers. I can hear the thunder, I can see the lightning. Got to keep it together when I'm going through a crisis. Need some medication, why am I always like this? I guess I'll never know. Pressure, I can feel the pressure. Constantly wondering if I will make it into heaven. All my demons kicking and screaming, looking for a fight. Tell me that I'm gonna be okay. Tell me that I'm gonna be fine.
Danny Beal remains into the game for East Carolina to close this one out as the Pirates lead at 9-3 over the Cincinnati Bearcats after plating 2 more runs on the top of the 9th. Beal will face the 7th, 8th, and 9th spots in the batting order. First up, Griffin Hugas. 0 for 3 on the day, struck out twice in the 2nd and 4th. Flew out in the 6th inning as that one, so first pitch strike swinging. It's a nice day for baseball, but nonetheless, Bearcats coming up a little bit short. That's up for the moment. So this pitch swung on and hit foul down the third base line. Strike 2.
Man, that sun is just bright out there. And
I mean, yeah, it's a giant star. Sorry. I'm not sure where my mean sarcasm is coming from, but I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You've been up since 6 o'clock. I understand.
I've been up since 5:30.
5:30. Yeah,
that
I completely understand.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. It's the first out at the bottom of the 9th inning. I had plenty of coffee, considering I work at a coffee shop, but, I guess it's not enough. I might grab some caffeine on my way to wherever I'm heading, whether it's dinner or straight to the newest installment of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We'll see.
And on Guardians of the Galaxy night.
Exactly. As Sean Springer's up, first pitch swing, missed for strike 1. We'll see. I had La Rosa's for lunch, might have Skyline for dinner. We'll see. It might be a Cincinnati kind of day. 0-1 the count. Pitch coming outside for ball 1. Speaking of Cincinnati, let me do a little thing here. The Cincinnati Reds playing the Chicago White Sox lead it 1-0, middle of the 4th inning. Newman scored. Last I heard, that one outside for ball 2. See if I can find what happened here. Friedel doubles to right. Newman scores. Friedel out stretching at third. So, and that was bottom of the 3rd inning. So, Reds up to bat next. Down at Great American Ballpark. That one outside for ball 3. And also Cincinnati sports-wise, the Cincinnati Cyclones take on, can't remember who, but they're in round 2 of the ECHL playoffs. So.
Yeah, the Toledo Walleye. That's who
I thought it was. I just didn't want to commit to that and sound like an idiot. 3-1 count, pitch, outside, ball 4. Be a 5-pitch walk for Sean Springer. He's aboard.
The third baseman, number 2.
Yeah, I actually had our buddy text me and see if I wanted to go to the game, but
But, you know, you
I had duties.
yeah, you're here with
Yeah,
me.
had to pertain to my professional duties. So
Yeah,
maybe next time.
I don't know if you can say professional. You don't get paid for this. I don't get paid either.
We'll make it as professional as we can.
Carrington Cross up to bat now for Cincinnati. That one swung on, hit high up in the air, drifting towards the first base side, picked up by the first baseman. It'll bring up the 2nd out for the bottom of the 9th inning. Cincinnati looking to rally down 6, 9-3. Don't laugh, that's mean.
I was laughing at the way you said that.
Oh, my sigh of desperation. Yeah.
Yeah, realizing like, oh, they've maybe got this. They
See, I could have had a little bit more hope 2 batters ago, but it's okay. Now Alec Jones up to bat for Cincinnati. Pitch coming, swung on, hit to the 3rd baseman. Throw over to first will be in time, and that will do it here from UC Baseball Stadium. East Carolina takes game 1 of a 3-game series, 9-3.
Weekend series.
So that will do it. Final line for Danny Beal. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 10 batters faced, 41 total pitches on the day for him. Next up for Cincinnati, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Back here against East Carolina. Coverage will be provided on ESPN+. Anthony Bazzini and Andy Nagel over on the television side of things. We won't be back until Tuesday when Cincinnati faces off against Xavier for another installment of the Crosstown Slugfest. I don't know. I can't. That's what sounds most appropriate because it's a baseball term. But for Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog, and one more time from UC Baseball Stadium, East Carolina takes it 9-3 in game 1 of a 3-game series between the Bearcats and the Pirates. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we will see you all next time.
Can't you say